All right, and go. You're on.
Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. We do not know what we're doing tonight. It's been a long day.
And I didn't do anything.
So what did we do today, guys?
Waylon fixed the roof. He tore apart the roof, then he fixed the roof.
He decimated our roof for us.
Way to make a hero project for you. He tore it apart so you could fix it.
No, it needs to be reshingled, so Daddy had to do that today. So you did that, and then you planted in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't. You got to start with like the start of our day.
Oh, we woke up. Then we ate breakfast. Well, we got dressed. Then we ate breakfast.
And then...
Now you have to tell them what you made for breakfast.
Eggs and bacon and rolls.
Which was really good.
Yep,
Sorry, Josiah's like playing.
It was good?
Yep, it was great. Bacon was good.
Warning, the camera may go to you at any second.
So that was made specifically because there was a discussion yesterday of what Waylon liked for breakfast. So this morning he got his favorite breakfast, or one of the breakfasts he mentioned, maybe not his favorite.
Better than Pop-Tarts.
Better than Pop-Tarts.
So then what did we do after that? Oh, they went out and Waylon got up on the roof and scraped and pulled off all the shingles and whatever. And Mark and
I helped to the best of my ability.
No, I was going to say you guys put down a tarp so that he could throw all the stuff on it.
Yep.
Because then later Samuel picked up all the stuff and put it in bins because we got to take it to the... So I don't know how dumps work in your town. I know they work different everywhere. So we have the dump. And then we have the stump dump. And some stuff goes to the dump and some stuff goes to the stump dump. And some of it doesn't make sense on which dump it's supposed to go to. So you just have to go to a dump and ask them, am I bringing it to this dump or am I taking it to another dump? The stump dump, okay. So
Doesn't take stumps.
Right. So the regular dump, you need to pay like $15 to get, or maybe it's gone up, I don't know, to get a sticker for your car, and then you're allowed to dump anything at that dump, except for the stuff that's not supposed to go to that dump, which you take to the stump dump, which you only know once you go to the dump and they say, no, you can't take that here. So then you go to the stump dump, and they randomly tell you an amount of money that you have to pay them to leave your stuff at the stump dump.
I think you're just paying for his lunch.
Because some days she'll go in with like our entire van full of stuff and he'll be like $15. And then other times she'll go in with like 2 things and it'll be like $10. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's really random. Like I think he's just like, car number 7 that comes through today, they're going to pay $40. Car number 2, they've got 15.
You seriously have no idea how much you're going to pay. You have to show up with enough cash because he might just put some ridiculous price on it.
Because they don't exactly take credit cards.
And so then...
No, he sits in this little shack.
It's like a 6-foot by 6-foot shack.
And then you ask him and he's like, put it there or put it in that dumpster. Like, it's so weird.
So, and you don't know what's going... Like, most furniture goes there, but depending on... When you go to the dump, depending who's there, like, we have what's called single stream recycling. That's what, right? So all the recycling stuff goes in the same bin. We've lived in towns where like they yell at you if you put your number 2 plastic in with the number 3 plastic. I don't know all the numbers because we have single stream. So everything that you can recycle goes into this one spot, except for cardboard. Cardboard has to go in that other spot. But if the right people are there, they just tell you to throw all of the stuff in the trash without putting anything in the single stream. It's very confusing.
And you put cardboard in the recycling too. Depending on who's there.
Depending on who's there. They'll tell you to do it. And you're like, but that guy told me not to. And they're like, no, go ahead and do it.
So that's more about our dumps than your
So then, when you go to the dump, you pull up. But if the thing's full, you got to back up the hill, which is quite a hill, to back up to go throw it in the other dumpster. And there's no real rhyme or reason to that either. So, but the guy that works up at the other dumpsters that you have to back into, he's very nice. And he always looks to wave for us.
Dave's cool.
So
all that to say, we didn't go to the dump.
We didn't even go to the dump today, and yet we're talking about it.
Well, because I need to let them know when we do the video in a couple days why we're doing the video in a couple days. Okay, Naomi, can you go do a bit?
Waylon's been forewarned that you woke up, so you're his problem.
Hi.
There's one in my room if you can't find one out here.
Right.
Waylon doesn't know where it is.
No.
It's okay, Waylon. She can do it. Because she knows where it is. Okay.
Okay, so carrying on.
Okay, so we didn't go to the dump.
We didn't go to the dump. Yes,
Then
you may sit right there.
Daddy and Waylon and Naomi went to Home Depot.
Okay, so they had to take all the stuff off. Well, Waylon had to take all the stuff off the roof so they could figure out what they needed to put back on the roof. It was really bad. Like, the stuff that was on the roof was really bad because
Curled up
the
and
sun
falling apart.
So the house where we're sitting is the front of the roof, and the kitchen area is the back part of the roof. The sun comes over the back of the house all the time. So the front has never been redone, I don't think.
Nope.
Because
20 years.
20
on
years
that
old, and it
garage.
still looks great
The
because
3 tabs still look good.
the 3 tabs.
Yeah, anybody who knows what they're talking about with roofing knows what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
nothing. So the 3 tabs still look good on the front, whatever that
For
means.
20 years.
The back had to all be redone a couple years ago, except we didn't do the garage. So that was the part that was getting done today, was the garage.
Yes.
And so
Nose.
they had to go take all the stuff off and figure out the flashing and stuff they needed to go to Home Depot to get new stuff. And we went to Home Depot because a friend of ours now works at Home Depot, even though Lowe's is only 2 miles away. Thanks, Jerry. So anyway,
He's in Florida. He wasn't even there. He wouldn't have known what I did.
well, we went to Home Depot for Jerry. So
You're welcome.
you can go climb back in bed.
Actually,
So
I
watch
went
you
to
do it.
Home
Camera.
Depot first.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
familiarity.
So we got
familiarity.
home.
Hold
Or
on.
they got home.
They
I
got
stayed
home. During that time, you made lunch. Well, you and I made lunch. It was a team effort.
Oh, yes, we made lunch because she had the sourdough. And so we made she'd cut up, what'd you cut up? Cabbage, onion?
Cabbage and onion and celery. And put it
then
in a
we
pan.
added stuff to it, like spices and hamburger.
How did we add the spices?
I took the spices out of the cupboard and poured them in my hand and put them in my mouth to see what tasted good for it.
And then she swallowed those ones and put new spices, and she didn't spit those ones into the pan for us. Thank you very much.
So I had a
You
hamburger.
can tell it's a 9 o'clock. day.
Okay,
So I had a hamburger and sourdough starter.
What are they all about?
I don't know, but I'm gonna get some still shots for the thumbnail. Joelle, how'd your day go?
It was great. I baked in the sun.
Let's just say it's been a rough day.
I also did some baking today.
Baking in the sun.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just say it's been a rough day. So we wanted
I don't know what they're talking
Stand
about.
away from her.
Okay, she was at the store, so she doesn't know what happened.
Oh.
You're not
Nobody
ready.
else needs to know what happened.
Think what happened.
I didn't tell him.
That was the
So
best
he's
video
hanging
ever.
up first.
There's secrets?
No, okay,
What
so
happened?
I wanted to use our sourdough starter because I told you guys we just figured out sourdough the first time yesterday. It's the first time we used a sourdough, or 2 days ago. The sourdough pancakes came out good, whatever day we made those. So today we want to use the sourdough. So I found this recipe for sourdough skillet on the YouTube channel, Farmhouse on Boone. And so she said, cook vegetables, cook meat, and then use your sourdough starter mixed with a couple things, put it on top, and bake it till it's nice and golden and fluffy. Well, ours wasn't getting fluffy
Oh, no, I don't.
because you're supposed to put in baking powder. We forgot the baking powder, so it was.
And evidently this is hilarious to them.
But it tasted really good, but we couldn't figure out why it wasn't rising.
So
we
the
kept waiting for it
kids-
to rise.
The kids heard there wasn't any baking powder in it. So Malachi went to the cupboard.
He went to the cupboard and got out baking powder. Okay, it's not that funny.
He was trying to like people were putting salt on it and people were putting pepper on it. And Malachi went to the cupboard looking for the baking powder to add to the top because he didn't have any. So it was really funny because then he wouldn't eat his lunch because he was so obsessed with the baking powder in the cupboard. So it was very funny. It tasted really yummy,
Without
but
baking powder.
it probably would have risen a little better.
Probably.
So
So we
anyway,
had lunch.
it did taste good though, right?
Yeah. it
See,
tasted
nobody
great.
knew
It's
there
very
was a
good.
problem until we just announced to them that there was no baking powder.
So
I
how
never
was
knew it was
lunch?
missing an ingredient. It
Was
was
lunch
great.
okay? Okay.
It was really good.
So
Okay.
it was
so-
good, and
then-
hearing the kids tell what they think it tastes like is really kind of funny. Because one thought it tasted like noodles, another thought it tasted like lasagna. It didn't.
Pizza, right? Wasn't pizza?
Pizza
on
was
there?
one of them. It didn't taste like pizza either. I got the noodle comment. The noodle comment it kind of tasted
Yeah,
like,
but not pizza.
not pizza.
Anyway, then after lunch we had rest time. What did we do?
I laid down for rest time to
washed
get the little
dishes.
ones to sleep.
We were
Aaron
sleeping
made
in the
bread, worked on the
sun.
roof.
Yeah, you worked on the roof. I made bread. Didn't I do something else?
I don't know what the rest of you
I got an
did.
email. I read an email.
There was something else. We were having trouble with everything today. forgetting
Yes.
ingredients and things, but I forget what else
What
it was.
was-
We were forgetting.
Oh, I forgot to put the eggs away. She walked in and she's like, the eggs aren't away? I'm like, oh yeah.
So we had an egg. We had a friend stop by and bring us eggs because I buy eggs from her. But we live, like 40 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
So when she happens to come to town, because we live near the big town, it's like 9,000 people. When she comes to the big town for like doctor's appointments and stuff, she'll swing by the house and bring us eggs, and then I
Which
pay
town
her.
is this?
Rockland.
The giant metropolis.
So
Rockland, Maine.
anyway, I was laying there with the kids because I wasn't going to take a nap, but I was just going to lay down and rest. And so I'm laying there thinking, I should get up so that they have money when she shows up. But I don't want to get up yet. She said like 2. And then Josiah came and he's like, I need to go to the bathroom. And for those who don't know, Josiah has seizures. So I'm like, okay, I'll take you to the bathroom. And then I stand up and she's standing in the kitchen. And it was like 1:40. So I'm glad I got up at that point.
Yes. She was trying to be quiet because she figured it was nap time and she didn't want to wake people up.
But the
Her
door was
appointment just
open and we
went-
could hear all the banging on the roof, so it wouldn't have
Her
mattered.
appointment just went faster, but it worked out okay. So then we went outside. Okay, then we went outside, and Virginia tried to tell me where we could plant stuff, but we had a lot more plants than I thought we were going to have. So I had to keep going to her and being like, okay, so we filled that row. Now which row can I take over?
There's only so many rows in this
So
garden.
I took over a walkway and some space between some other plants.
How'd you take over a walkway?
Because what was going to be a walkway isn't a walkway anymore because now it's plants.
It's weed cloth.
You're going to walk on the weed cloth
Instead of in the
instead
walkway.
of the
between.
walkway.
We had weed
It'll work.
cloth with a row in the middle, and then a walkway, and then weed cloth with a row in the middle. And now we just have 3 rows.
Yes, because there just were more plants. And we didn't label, we did label them, but Malachi kept switching the labels. So we have cucumbers and zucchinis parked in the same row, but I don't know which ones are which, so we're going to have
We'll
to see
figure it
when
out when they
come
start producing.
See what comes out.
See what comes out. So then I came in to do something, and I was like, oh, did you put the eggs away? And she's like, eggs! I forgot the eggs!
It's
But-
a rough day.
It was okay. And then we hung out in the front yard with my mom for a while. Nathaniel stopped by for a minute. He had mail and had to ask Mom, Grandma some questions. What else happened?
Not much.
We had supper.
It's up.
Oh yeah, we had
Ayla
supper.
finished the roof, we had supper.
And then...
Virginia
Wait,
ate
what did you get
supper.
for supper?
Okay, so
Okay.
we told you that Waylon mentioned what he likes for breakfast yesterday. So Waylon mentioned what he likes for supper yesterday, and that's what he got for supper too.
So all of a sudden he starts mentioning what he wants for dessert.
You like cheesecake?
Yeah, vanilla pudding,
No, pecan
He
pie.
wants vanilla
Pecan
pudding
pie.
with wafers.
strawberry.
Okay, we can live
Okay.
with that. Okay.
So we had
We're talking.
potatoes, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and chicken, and roasted veggies.
And it was yummy.
It was great.
And I like the roasted veggies. You
Roasted
have roasted
veggies
veggies more.
The vegetables were very flavorful.
He likes the
Okay.
vegetables. He mentioned
Yeah, I
that.
just put them on a jar with coconut oil.
I know. He was like, "What are these?" I'm like, "They were like frozen vegetables thrown in the oven."
It's exquisite.
Just need more coconut oil in your life.
So then another thing that we did today was I took the kids in the room and
yeah.
we did a list of questions for Father's Day, asking the kids, each individual kid, questions about Daddy. They were pretty funny. We're
Daddy's
gonna
10
put
feet
together.
tall and weighs like 1,000 pounds.
I weigh
Or
30 pounds
or he's 3 and month old.
and weighs 30 pounds.
And 22.
And
20,
depending
20.
which child you ask, he's really good at baseball or he's really bad at baseball.
Considering
And he
he
doesn't
doesn't
play
play baseball, I'm not sure how they figured
and
out.
he can't run or jump.
So,
So
I may edit that down to an actual video we can release on Herding Little Cows.
So tonight we watched Malachi, Uriah, Abigail, and Josiah's videos, and so we haven't watched Samuel, Naomi, or Virginia's videos
You don't have to
for
watch
Daddy.
mine in public.
But what I did was I just
Not
found.
either.
What I did was I just found a list of questions. So they were: what's your daddy's name? How tall is he? What color hair does he have? What's he really good at? Why do you love your daddy? What do you like to do with him?
We
So-
found out he has brown hair and black eyes.
Blue eyes.
No,
No,
that's
they
what
said-
the kid said.
Malachi?
Brown hair and black
oh,
eyes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Yep. So, anyway, so it was really fun. And we read a couple more things about the gross as a snot otter thing. I don't remember what they were, though. Oh, we read about a frog,
The toad.
the toad, the
piper,
Suriname
piper.
toad, that the eggs are laid on the female's back and pushed into her skin, and the skin grows over the frogs, and they come out as froglets. from her skin. Toadlets.
Toadlets.
Sorry, they're toads.
Yes, the
like
toad has
100
baby
of them.
froglets.
100 of the little baby toadlets come out of her back. Kind of
Kind of
gross.
creepy to watch. Actually.
And then there was also a lizard whose ribs pop out when a predator's near, and they have poison on them.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah, that's what we read. Yeah, you weren't around.
Then we
If
watched
you
David Leiter
creation
videos.
science.
So then you guys watch David Leiter videos. I was putting people to bed.
Because the world travel guy is really cool.
Yes, so watch David Leiter. He's got really cool videos. Really pretty places.
Including Maine.
What else did we do?
Oh, look at the time.
I think that's all we did. I think it's time for people to go to bed. Oh, Josiah's getting up again. Naomi,
I think
can
it's
go
time for
check
you
on
two to
him?
go to bed.
So, it was a fun day. With a lot of mishaps. But the roof got done in the wrong color. We didn't even get into that. It was the wrong color because Home Depot. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got there in Home Depot. They didn't have the right color there, so we had to use what they had.
Hold on, I took pictures and sent them to the color experts.
Oh yeah.
No, we told you. I told you. I think it's the other color. But go ahead and do this one because
I
that's
didn't
the
even
one
get
they
the message,
had.
okay?
Even
Oh no, he
after.
went out and back and got the one that we thought they didn't have. Turns out they're actually releasing it as a totally new SKU number.
No.
So they don't have any more of that one, but they actually also didn't have any of the other. But they did have the one we were actually looking
So
at.
anyway, it took them a long time at the store
It took forever.
because people were very slow.
And we got the wrong color.
But around here, everyone's hiring. And I know that at Lowe's yesterday, they were asking people to be patient with them because they only had like 6 workers in the entire Lowe's store. So Home Depot may have had similar problems. I
I've
don't
seen
know.
a lot of people there. But
Oh, they were just not working. Okay, and then also, there was one more thing. Oh, then they stopped and got gas. And gas is expensive and it takes a long time to pump gas.
We did find the second slowest pump in the world. The first slowest pump is at the Waggles at the corner of 169 and
In Tennessee.
North Gallagher Road.
Yeah, don't
in
stop there.
Don't
Knoxville,
stop there.
Tennessee.
That took forever. You could count.
26
We were almost late
minutes.
for church, and it was at our house.
The pump went for 26 minutes.
You could count the cents going up and up. And this
to
was before it even.
$200.
It was before it even got expensive.
Oh yeah, it was
Those-
only like $5 a gallon.
No, it was when Mom was there. So it was before the prices went way, way up.
No, that's true. It
So-
was still $200.
Anyway, it
Too
was
much.
expensive. So, anyway, we're going to go to bed. I'm going to send Chipmunk. Chipmunk to bed.
What
That
were
was
you
another
gonna
thing
call
they
her?
said about Daddy. He has a big beard and fat cheeks.
Okay, I was planning to go to bed, but you guys really need to go to bed.
We will go to bed.
And what does Daddy always forget?
Everything.
Okay, so now we're going to do the weird part of the video where you make smiley faces so I can take shots for the thumbnail. Like that? Okay, no, we need a silly one. Like stick out your tongue or do
Smile
something
anymore. I was
strange.
laughing so hard.
Do you really want us to stick out our tongues?
No.
You could all close your eyes. Look like you're asleep. Like, close your eyes. Naomi's not asleep. They're asleep. Okay, Naomi's not asleep. They're asleep.
Okay, so we will see you guys next time on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. Bye. Are you not turning it off?
Is it still on?
What? Okay, bye.